Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. Solana is still chopping around here in the support area. It's already reacted to it, so it's actually trying to move out of this support area, as you can see here. Essentially, that's what these support areas are for, to generate a positive reaction. We have our same scenario, so let me talk about them first. And then I want to talk about the microstructure specifically. So stay tuned, because this is quite interesting with regards to, the further development here now. Okay. So first of all, let's start here zoomed out. Our base case is that fourth wave completed here on the 23rd of January, unchanged. Fourth wave completed here at around $79.40 in this wave 4. And we're basically now in a wave 5, and the target should be $190 plus in wave 5. Now, the fifth wave can unfold in a couple of ways. So we could, for example, see the wave 5 unfold as a 5-wave pattern, as you can see highlighted in yellow. But the wave 5 could also unfold just as an ABC structure, as highlighted in orange. Now, these are the two main scenarios I see here as part of the thesis that wave 4 already completed. What I cannot rule out, but that would be on this time frame, or let's say when we look at this structure here, that would only be my alternative. I cannot rule out that the wave 4 is still unfolding, and there are also a few ways how the wave 4 could, for example, unfold. Don't really want to dive into them in this video, because I really want to focus on the idea that wave 4 already bottomed, but because the move down here was a 3-wave move and the move up as well, there is definitely the possibility, and it starts to get more likely the longer this correction takes, that the wave 4 actually unfolds as a triangle pattern. Okay, so that's something I'm thinking about. That's something I'm observing. I'm not really talking about it at the moment, because triangles, it's too early. Okay, it's too early to confirm that a triangle is unfolding. Triangle would be A wave down, B wave up, C wave down would be basically an A, B, C structure in wave C, then a wave D, and an E wave, and then we could complete wave 4 here. That wouldn't mean that we have to go much lower with the fourth wave, but it's just something, it's just a potential I'm observing in parallel. But because we don't have enough waves to really confirm a triangle, there's not much use in talking about it. But I wanted to help you understand some of the thoughts I have on the smaller time frame. So best to start on the larger time frame, talk about the context before we dive into the smaller degree structure. And if we, for example, see an extended correction to the downside, it could all be part of this triangle. Okay, so please be aware of that. Now let me zoom out again, put that back. Okay, but obviously, that is based on the assumption that wave 4 might still be unfolding. It's also possible that the wave 4 is unfolding as an A, B, C structure, but also here, no evidence until we break below $86, basically. Yeah? As long as we're holding $86, my assumption is that wave 4 already bottomed. So that's the base case. Anything else would only really be unlocked as potential as soon as we get a break below $86. I know a lot of people would like a deeper pullback, maybe to add a little lower again. But as I said, I'm not entirely sure if the market will offer it. At the moment, my focus is on higher prices in wave 5 already, as long as we're holding that $86.18 level. This is quite an important support, and I also see this as a relevant support if a triangle pattern is unfolding right now, because even in a triangle, we should see the market react ideally to that level, and it shouldn't even break anyway below that 23rd of January low. But also in a triangle, I like it to hold actually in this pullback, the $86 level. So either way, a break below $86 would suggest that the wave 4 is extending, but not sideways, but to the downside. Okay, now that we've talked about the base case, let's talk about the two scenarios I've got here. In the first scenario, obviously, which is the yellow one, we are dealing with an ending diagonal to the upside. So the fifth wave unfolds as an ending diagonal. In this ending diagonal, we've got a wave 1 complete, we've got a wave 2 complete. Wave 3 is still in the making, should get to around about $135 to $140, the third wave. if this is the correct count, then we should see in the third wave an A wave, which is complete, a B wave pullback, which might be complete, ideally it is, and then a C wave to the upside. Off wave 3, then we should still see another 4-5. Then, however, it is possible that in this scenario, obviously, as you can see here, we're in a B wave, likely. It is possible that wave B already bottomed. The problem I have with this, however, that's yellow wave B and wave C could be starting. It's possible, it's always possible wave C is unfolding as a diagonal pattern. The problem is this looks to me like a 3-wave move up. So I don't really have the confidence to say the low is in, even though we have a nice reaction again to the support area now for the second time. But I don't have the confidence to say. I wanted to see already yesterday a break above $107 to confirm that wave B is over, or at least to further suggest it, to indicate. But we haven't seen that break, and therefore, it's just weakness. And also, as I said, the last move up is a 3-wave move. That doesn't really give us much confidence, in terms of, okay, the low is in. What I potentially see is obviously either the wave B low is in. I mean, it could still give us another low, this B wave low, but then it looks more like a 5-wave pattern actually to the downside, which would not really be bullish. In addition to that, if we see a break below the last swing low, it's likely that the B wave will get invalidated because it will then come very close to the low of the wave 2. That's the invalidation point for the yellow count, and therefore the formal invalidation is at $93. This is a formal invalidation point. As long as the last swing low is holding, we can give it a chance that it moves up in the C wave. But as I said, I need to see a move above $117 to confirm further that the B wave bottomed. Now, in another scenario, which I'm observing very closely, the B wave here is still unfolding in orange. And if the B wave is still unfolding in orange, then I'm looking actually at this subwave structure. A wave down, B wave up, C wave down. So please be prepared that we could see a bit of an extended correction there. A, B, C. The B wave is unfolding right now, and it would likely be as a WXY structure. WXY in orange. So that means obviously that even a break above $107 would not really confirm that the B wave bottomed, but it would further indicate. Obviously, it could still fail after 3 larger waves in the orange count. But then, I think there is even a potential for a potential inverse head and shoulders pattern where this was the left shoulder, head, and the right shoulder. But of course, out of a 3-wave move, a 5-wave move can unfold. The break above 107 would be a first indication that some sort of a low is in place. But obviously, we also need then the next 5-wave move up to suggest that further. Let's see. I mean, I think the support areas are clear support levels. Please be aware that, to keep the yellow wave count alive, ideally the last swing low here is holding. That level was at 98.60, 98.50. Then we can keep the yellow count alive. Next target for the bulls is 107 plus. Above 107, we have the next resistance at 115, pretty much. And then at 118, 119. These are next resistance areas. And the thing is, I think the risk is quite high that the current correction is this larger B wave there that I have on the chart in orange. If this is playing out, it could even be the triangle pattern as well. So it's, however I want to, communicate it, or, whatever I do here, it becomes clear that at the moment, at least, there is no evidence that a lasting low has formed in the support region, even though we've had a first reaction. So please be aware that the correction could still be unfolding. There's absolutely no evidence it's over. And if a correction is unfolding, it could be as a triangle, as I said, or just a standard ABC structure as highlighted here in orange. Just means we need to be a little bit more patient, wait for signals that the correction is over. At the moment, the correction is clearly still unfolding, or if it's over, it's literally just happened and we just have no evidence yet. But overall, it's good to see that the market reacted to the support area already for a first time, or actually second time. And I think all the parameters that you need to know are very well defined here in this video. So that's my update about Solana. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.